Oh god, what did I do? If she wants to show, then she can show herself. I have the back of a 50-year-old. And I'm not even gonna attempt to do a wing. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Serena. I'm doing a get ready with me for this makeup look. We are going out on a date tonight for my boyfriend's birthday. We're gonna get some dinner and maybe get some drinks after, but this is what I came up with. So if you want to see how I did this look, go ahead and keep watching. So my skin has been struggling a lot lately. I live in Texas, and here the weather has been really bipolar. One day it'll be like 30-40 degrees and the next day it'll be 70, and my skin just isn't used to that. I also have a lot of breakouts on my chin and on my forehead, and I've been having a lot of like dryness and flakiness on my eyelids, on both my eyelids and like a little bit under my left eye and the side of my nose. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna be doing makeup wise, but I might try to stick more to creams for sure than powders. So I rewashed my face and applied my skincare. And so for my sunscreen, I used the Unseen Sunscreen by Supergoop. And it says that it is a makeup gripping primer. So, and it's also kind of mattifying, which I really like. But I am going to go in with like an actual primer, probably a more hydrating one. And then for my lip balm, I am using the Summer Fridays lip butter in the color Vanilla Beige. This stuff is really good, and it has like a slight tint to it, which is really nice. But anyway, so for my primer, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I love this stuff. It's super hydrating, especially in the winter since it's super cold and dry. I just kind of want to give my skin some added moisturizer. So put this on. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I am in the shade 6. So I actually bought this online on the Sephora website. In the shade finder button, you can put in what shade you are in other foundations, and they suggest a foundation to you. This is not what they suggested to me, but based on the pictures of what they did suggest, I just didn't feel like that was my shade or like my undertone. So I got this. I've worn it a few times, and I've like taken pictures like in the car, like with direct light, or with like sunlight, and it looks like it's my shade. If you think it's not my shade, please let me know so I can get the correct shade. I'm gonna use a brush, I think. I'll go in with a brush first, and then go in with the Beauty Blender if I like kind of need to like tap it out, or if it just doesn't look right. So here we go. So usually, lately I've been using the Fenty Powder Foundation, and I love that stuff. I'll usually use it with like a more fluffy brush like this and just kind of lightly put it on everywhere, and it's like super quick, and it just like makes your skin look pretty flawless in just a couple seconds. But because of my dryness, I'm just gonna use the liquid one. But maybe I'll do like an updated get ready with me in the summer with that one. But I do like that one also because you can kind of build up the coverage, which is really nice. I think that's the right shade. So tonight we are going to dinner for my boyfriend's birthday, and we are going to this restaurant that we've been trying to go to for a while, and I think we'd actually had booked it last year for his birthday, and we had gone like a week before. We had booked it to kind of go look at it because it's like supposed to be a really good restaurant, like super nice. We had tried to turn into the street, and there was like a gate that was locked, and we figured that it was, you know, from COVID, that they were still closed because of it. So we were like, oh, that's a bummer, and we decided to make a reservation somewhere else. But a few months ago, we realized that where we had driven was actually the back of the restaurant. Like, because it's kind of like down a road, kind of up on a hill almost. So that was like, I guess, on the other side of the hill. So we booked it again for his birthday, and hopefully we do it right. So for my concealer, so I'm gonna use like a shade that's similar to my skin tone to kind of conceal a little bit more on like my chin and just kind of like in the middle of my forehead. Concealer a couple shades lighter under my eye to kind of brighten it. So for the one that is my shade, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty concealer. I'm the shade 210, And I love this stuff. I'm on my, almost done with my second container. And I have a third waiting to be used as soon as I finish this. But I have to use like every last drop of a product before you throw it away. So this is the Rare Beauty concealer brush. I love this brush. It's super good. It's really good for like under the eye to kind of like get into like all the creases and like little spots under the eye. Just go ahead and I just kind of tap it in a little bit and kind of bring it up. I'm going in with the Hourglass Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm just, stuff is like pigmented, I don't know if that's the word, but it's like really strong. Like a little goes a long way. So I'm only gonna do like a couple dots under each eye, and then I'm just gonna use the same concealer brush to blend it in. That's okay. Ooh, I think that's too much. I say it's too much and then I go and add more. I think I'm supposed to bring it down that way more. I don't think I'm blending this right. Yeah, so if at any point you feel like I'm doing something wrong or have any tips, leave them down below. Let me know, because I am open to tips, to suggestions, to critique, you know. Let me know. I have a little bit of an abrasion right here on my eyelid. If she wants to show, then she can show herself. We're not gonna fight her too much and try not to put too much product on her. So I'm gonna go in with a cream contour. I'm gonna attempt to contour. So this is the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. I'm in the shade 3 Macchiato, and I am using the Sephora brush 78. This is their Pro Contour brush. So just gonna get a little bit, just gonna do a little bit at a time, because, and I'm just gonna go on like my hairline, and like down with my temples, I think, and a little bit on my jaw. I'm gonna go in with a cream blush. So I am going to be using the Fenty cream blush in the shade 10 Rose Latte, or Rosé Latte. I have like the little accent over the E. I absolutely love Fenty cream blushes. I have 4. I just love, I have one, this one. This is Daiquiri Dip, and this is more of like a summer shade. But it looks super bright on, like in the packaging, but when you put it on, it just like shears out and it just gives you like the most beautiful color. So it's definitely not as bright and like vibrant as it is in the packaging. I do love like this, I know it's super dirty, but I do love this kind of brown, like pinkish brown color. I feel like that looks really good on my skin tone. So I'm gonna go in with this IT Cosmetics brush. I got at Ulta, the Flawless brush, number 227. So I'm gonna pick up some product and I like to just kind of tap it in. I'll stop there for now. I'm gonna put more later. And I'm just gonna go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder to kind of set my face. Just press it in everywhere else. I do love a matte look. Growing up having oily skin, I just loved the look, like a matte look. So now for the eyebrows, I just got them waxed today. Thank God, it'd been a while since I had got them waxed. But I am just going to, okay, and it does make it easier that they are freshly waxed. Okay. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. I'm in the shade Dark Brown, and I like to use this, fill it in as much as I can, and I'll go in with the Duo powder from Anastasia in the same shade, the dark brown, to kind of just fill in the gaps. Go ahead and do this. I am seeing some gapping, especially right here and a little bit right here. So I'm just gonna go in with the powder to kind of fill it in. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Doing your makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Are you on video?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He doesn't like to be recorded. Oh, my back is starting to hurt. I have the back of a 50-year-old. It's bad. Okay. They're not looking like sisters right now. Might be looking like friends. I think they're looking more like neighbors at the moment. And so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna use Anastasia Clear Brow Gel just to kind of set it. I'm going with the Anastasia Eye Primer. I got this as a sample from Sephora a little bit ago, and it's like never ending. And like a little bit, it goes a long way with this stuff. So I have been using my night moisturizer during the day just so it's more hydrating per my esthetician. That's what she said to do. And then I have this like oil thing from Summer Fridays that I've been mixing into my moisturizer for added hydration, and been making sure I put it over my eyelids, and I feel like that has been helping the most. I was using my eye cream and it was kind of helping, but I feel like once I started putting that oil on, like it's amazing. Although I think it kind of breaks me out. Okay, so I have the Tati Beauty Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. This had released, I believe, a few years ago, and I didn't buy it then. I had wanted to, just never got around to it. And then I thought like they stopped selling. I'm not too sure what happened, but I was watching somebody else doing their makeup on YouTube, and they had said that they had recently purchased this. So I went and got one, and I am in love with it. It's 6 shades, and then it comes with a matte, a sequin, a metallic, and a glitter, which is really cool. So I usually use the mattes and the sequins and a little bit of the metallics. I haven't used the glitter yet. I'm gonna go in, I've had this brush forever. It's the MAC 224 brush. I'm going to go with the color Soothe in the matte finish, and I'm just gonna go into my eyelids with that. This is the Morphe M167. I am gonna go in with Aurora in the metallic finish, just on the inside of my eyelids, or the inside of my eye, to kind of brighten that area up. I'm gonna go in with this brush. I don't even know. I think this is a Real Techniques brush. It was from their like holiday little collection like years and years ago. But I usually just go in with like, I should just put in like one dab on like the outer third of like a darker color, and then I'll go in with like a huge blending brush just to kind of blend it out. But I think I'm going to go in with the Ritual shade in the matte finish. Just out here. The Morphe M408 with Aurora, but in the matte finish, just a little bit under my, on like my brow bone, just to kind of highlight the area. Now I'm gonna go in with the M504 and blend it out. The Soothe metallic on like the middle lid, and then the Aurora metallic on like the inner lid, which I had already kind of put, but just put a little bit more. I'm gonna make sure that after I put the product on, when there's a little bit left on the brush to kind of bring it out into the dark color, we are gonna go in and blend it, but just to kind of help with the transition. I have this MAC 217 that I use to blend those out like into the crease and then into each other. I think that looks okay. Oh yeah, you can kind of see a little bit on like the creases where there's like the flakiness. And then I'm gonna go in with this little brush right here. It's the Morphe M508 with Ritual. Just a little bit under for my bottom lash line. For my eyeliner, I am using the KVD tattoo liner in Trooper Black. I like to put the thinnest line possible that I can get. Does anybody else basically like hold their breath when they're doing eyeliner? And I'm not even gonna attempt to do a wing. Not too bad. So for my false eyelashes, I'm going to be using the Ardell Faux Mink Wispies. And the glue that I'm using is this Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. In the clear. I don't mess with the black glue, because I just know I'm gonna mess up and just get it everywhere. I think that went pretty well. I'm just gonna go back in with the eyeliner just over the band and blend it in to my eyeliner that's already there. Okay, there we go. Almost done. But I'm gonna go in with the Monsieur Big by Lancome, just to kind of blend my lashes to the false lashes. I am just gonna put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. I am gonna go in with the Benefit Roller Lash for my bottom lashes. So I'm done with my eyes, and I'm gonna go in with a bronzer. I have the Hourglass Lighting Bronzer in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. But I'm just gonna kind of go over where I put the cream contour. I don't know, they just like make your makeup look really good. I have like this finishing powder from them, which I'm gonna use, and something about that just like makes your makeup look good for like hours. Like even at the end of the night, like it is still looking fresh. I don't know if I showed what this looks like, but this is what the product looks like. And then for the blush, I'm actually gonna switch it up, and instead of going back in with the Fenty Cream Blush, I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Luminous Flush. And this is what it looks like. This is the Hourglass, I think it's their ambient lighting brush. So you're supposed to use a rounded one for like bronzer or finishing powder. You're supposed to use like the tapered one for blush. Ooh, that is too much. Oh God, what did I do? This is what I do. I either go too light or I go too hard. And today I went too hard. I'm just gonna go in with the Beauty blender. It's still a little damp, and just kind of blend it out a little bit. Well, that's that. And then I'm just gonna go in with the Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Dim Light and put this all over my face. It looks like it's shimmery. It doesn't really add like a shimmer to your face. It just kind of adds like a lit from within look, I guess you could say. And that is it with my makeup. I am gonna go in with, this is the Desi Do Me Overs Prep, Set, and Refresh Face Mist. I'm just putting a little bit more lip balm on my lips before I go in with my lip product. I'm gonna go in with these Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 in the warm brown color. So when I got these, I didn't buy any like lipsticks to match with it. So I am just gonna use a lip liner and just do that. Just gonna leave it like this, because if I keep playing with it, it's just gonna get out of hand. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed the look. Let me know if you actually liked it. And like I said before, if you have any comments, tips, critiques about how to do makeup, go ahead and leave them below. I would love to hear them. And I will have all of the items linked in the description box as well. And if you would like to, go ahead and subscribe and like this video. And I will be posting another video shortly.